Welcome back to another video and another book thrift haul. And today I have a couple books from thrift books and a couple books I bought from eBay. Honestly, the eBay one I did get some deals. It was like a lot that I bought. I think I bought in total 9. So the rest of the books are yet to come. But when those come, I'll do another haul on it and review on them. But the thrift book ones, I ordered them. They came in as soon as possible. So let's start with eBay. Honestly, I think I'm gonna start like getting into book haul, I guess. But like getting more books, reading more books, and just educating myself. I think that's the that's my goal right now. I do intend to collect a lot of more um, informative books. I used to be very into like self-help and all that stuff, and it got boring to a point where like if you listen to like Grant Cardone for like the second or third time, it gets pretty like repetitive, at some point they're gonna be telling you the same thing, and you're like, all right, bro, something's got to change, So let's see what we got here. I'm surprised, I thought these were gonna be something was gonna be hardcover, but I guess I was wrong. Uh, Actually, no. Uh, this one I'm mixing them up. My bad. I'm mixing that up. So this is the eBay ones, and so far the first book, Aristotle, Politics, Oxford Classics. Absolutely love it. Used the book website not the book website, but the eBay channel that I bought it from. They sell a lot of books. I think they have like 300K worth of books, and the Oxford Classics they had a lot of them. So I wanted to test it out. I did want more books from Oxford Classics, but I was like, let me try it out and see how I like it. Then I'll buy more. You don't want to really rush into that. Second book we have, yes, Saint Augustine Confessions. I was just also at Barnes and Noble today, and I was gonna buy City of God just so I can have two books and just go back to back. But I'm like, I'm being too greedy. Let me first read the Confessions. I've heard good things about this. The reviews are pretty good, and I'm not expecting a lot, but I do expect a good book. So, and lastly, we have one of my own many anticipated books, Leviathan by Hobbes. And I was talking to my teacher. He said the dude that wrote this, he got kicked out of England twice, and because of what he was saying and all that stuff. And you got me hooked. You got me hooked. So I got these three. I think I got these three for like 20 or something. I think. I think. But so far so good. Now let's move on to the thrift books. The thrift books, I think I've spent like around 20, and now I even have extra money. Not extra money, but I got a deal where I can spend $5 on a book for free, which is kind of cheap thrift books. But I thought I had like any limited access on a free book, but that can't be the word. But I had to cop The Watchmen. Had to. I had to cop. I'm really also trying to get back into comics and really collect the ones I like. Um, if I like this one, I may get the HBO series too. This is the original one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's the original one. I was also at Barnes and Nobles and I checked out the comic section. They had the Rorschach one and the HBO series one. Once I finish this, I'm gonna get the HB series, and then I'm also gonna get the Rorschach one. So stay tuned for that one. And it's in very good condition. I'm not gonna lie, very good condition, very good condition. I could have gotten the hard copy, but they were expensive, so I just had to settle for this. And I do like the cover, so good, so good. Second book, I'm also getting into art. So I have the National Gallery of Art. It was between this or Caravaggio's complete works, and I had to choose this because I still there's something like the Caravaggio one was Tarshan, and I again goes back to Barnes and Noble. Today I went to Barnes and Noble, right? And when I was there, they had the complete works, but the book was kind of small, and I really wanted it a little bit like maybe a little bit like this, but they're a little bit expensive. So I didn't pull the trigger. I do want the Basquiat one, Tarshan, complete works. I do want the Book of the Bibles. I went there too. If they had it over there, I would have bought it today. And then I have so many Tarshan books that I want to collect, and they're just like not just picture books. There was also the NASA one, which I'm also like very into science, but I just wanted to like hold off a little bit. Let me hold off and just get my stuff together. Let me get all my eBay books coming in, and then we can move on. But I'm kind of really surprised, and yeah. But honestly, I want to say this, and this is the last book too. I'm gonna say this with like great respect. But thrift books lets me down with uh, the Everyman Library books, because this is my Everyman Library, and no cover, no dust jacket, no nothing. So, but Virgil, Aeneid, the Aeneid, first of many Greek stories that I'm gonna own, whatever it's called. I gotta get the Homer, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. They don't give you enough information about, let's say like this, right? It's at Everyman Library. It's right there in the details, right? The fact they don't tell you that, hey, this does not come with a dust jacket really kills me. So I'm like, although I'm getting a deal on this, I'm getting screwed over with no dust jacket. I'm sorry. Like, there's not even like a cool dust jacket for this. There's no cool like picture or whatever. It was just the Aeneid, and that's it. The Aeneid Virgil. That's it. But that matters. That matters when you want a book. That matters. And I know I'm complaining. It's because you're gonna say, "Oh, it's triples. What do you expect?" But come on, bro. Come on. I'll say this. I'll say this. It's in better condition than the Mark Twain one. So I guess whatever. But I think from now on, I'm just gonna buy my Everyman Library collection from Amazon, and I'll just pay the full price. I'll just pay the full price and call it a day, because so far I have like 3 books from Dostoevsky, and they're all hardcovers with everything. Not actually 3 books. I'm capping 2 books from them. When I do a collection and everything is here, you'll see. But oh man, I don't know. But that's all I got. Of course, they send you some deals in here. 40% off and 130 off from Factor. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad, but I am just again. It just lets me down because the biggest books that I've been like I'm like really like itching my hands to get are the Everyman Library. If I'm gonna build a book collection that I'm proud of, I want to have the dust jacket. I want to have the dust jacket. Like I'm not even. That's why I didn't want to pull the trigger on Dante. That's why I didn't want to pull the trigger on Dante. I'm already got screwed twice with the Prince. I've already got screwed twice with the Prince. Once with the Prince. At least this comes with a dust jacket. At least this wasn't from eBay. This was at least came with it. But you know what? I'm not gonna complain. It's good so far. The book is intact. You can read it, whatever. Maybe I can buy the dust jacket separately and just see from there. But from now on, thrift books, I'm not buying any Everyman Library from there or eBay unless it really shows me like, yo, and if it's not stock photo, whatever, and it shows me from the real buyer, like the books I have coming in, those were like, I'm not gonna even spoil it. Those have actual dust jacket from, and they're from eBay. So that's all I got, guys. 6 books, Oxford Classics, and random collection. And actually, let me show you inside. Like, Yeah, it's gonna be very good to read. All about art and understanding it from the artist's perspective. And honestly, honestly, you can't beat this. I do want to have my own Caravaggio's. Artists I'm really, of course, the Renaissance, the big four, Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, and whatever, right? And Donatello. Then I want to have Caravaggio. Caravaggio is just absolutely amazing. Anybody that knows Caravaggio knows his paintings are good. They know there's a deeper meaning to them. They're just so realistic. They're just, I just gotta have it. Tarshan collection is coming on the way, especially with the Autonomy, Book of the Bibles, and Basquiat are definitely on my radar. Heavy on my radar. Heavy on my radar. So, yep. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, like, subscribe, share. Really helps out the channel. Comment. Uh, put some TBRs on my list of what to read. But like something like this is going to take me out. This is going to take me quickly. I'm gonna destroy this. Current read right now, The Prince. Absolutely, this is my second read. This is my second time reading this, so I wanted to have this version of the book. The other versions I don't like. I want to have the. If you know The Prince, Everyman Library, that picture, come on, that's cold. I want that. I want that. But I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna whatever. I'm gonna move on. I'm a grown man at the end of the day, but just know this is definitely killing me. This is definitely killing me, but it's a good book. It's a good publisher to have and everything. So, peace.
Lil' bro finger itching, niggas penny pitching. I ain't even gon' act like I ain't been there, it's just been a minute. They see me out and then salute, nigga, I been lieutenant. Ex bitch tryna spin back, but her subscription ended.